the fear inside myself and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape these games I've been looking for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of WCW Nitro here in the 2K25 season. We are live in the nation's capital, the home of the Washington Capitals, the Wizards, the Nationals, and last but not least, the Washington Commanders. So let's see what's in store here tonight on WCW Nitro. Kicking off this episode of Nitro, everybody, we have the goddess, Alexa Bliss, in singles action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Guys, I'll tell you what, every time I see Alexa Bliss on my screen, I absolutely fall in love. This woman is so good at everything she does, from the in-ring action to the promos backstage and to her attires that we see from week to week. And hopefully down the road, Alexa Bliss will gain the WCW Women's title, but we'll get into that a little later. But let's see her opponent.
Her opponent from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie Vaquer.
And here comes her opponent, and what a match this is going to be. Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera versus Little Miss Bliss, coming your way next. And opening up this episode of Nitro. All right, here we go. And look at Alexa with the shot from... Oh, disregard what I was going to say, but Alexa Bliss is in control. Bliss now with a beautiful combo here, looking for a Canadian Destroyer, and she connects. And if you guys did not know, Stephanie Vaquer is one of the newly signed talents here on Nitro and in Universe Mode in general. This is her first season ever being part of the series. She, I believe, showed up for the first time back at Money in the Bank, where she took on the former WCW Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure. But going back to the match, Alexa Bliss trying to taunt Stephanie Vaquer, saying that she runs this division. But I guarantee you Charlotte Flair is laughing in the back, because we know she currently runs the division, and how fitting it is that the Queen is running Monday nights. But look at this. Alexa Bliss is fully dominating this. If she hits a twist, oh my god, she almost hit a Twisted Bliss already. Stephanie, oh, diving elbow drop. Oh my god, Vaquer now inflicting a lot of pain on Alexa Bliss here on the outside. And now with the knee to the back of the head. And now what is she thinking? Some big kicks to the face. Oh, getting her up, count of 5. Both women staring at each other, halfway to the count of 10. And this is possibly a dream match in many people's eyes. And I could honestly see this being a championship match, maybe down the road this season or seasons to come. But look at Alexa now with a stomp to the leg of Vaquer. Now a stomp to the arm. And now trying to put a knee on the arm. Trying to snap her elbow in half. We are watching this match live in the nation's capital, the United States of America's nation's capital, that is, Washington, D.C., the home of the Commanders, the home of the Capitals, the home of the Wizards, and the home of the Nationals. So we'll see if we have any big surprises here in this great territory, the District of Columbia. And now Vaquer Look at this. DDT, and oh my God, spiking the face of Alexa right into the mat. And that looked a little similar to the Bliss DDT where we see Alexa Bliss do that. But now Vaquer going to the top rope. Oh boy, turning around, and Vaquer, oh my God, that was like a cartwheel corkscrew. Will that be it? 2. Kick out at 2 from Alexa. And this match has been incredible. I'm telling you, this is a dream match in a lot of people's eyes, and what a counter that was from Alexa. And now Alexa looking for something here. A single-legged Boston Crab applied to Vaquer. Stephanie's in trouble. She gets out of it, though. And now look at this. What strength there from La Primera. Oh, boy. You know what time it is. Devil's Kiss connects. And is she looking for another one? Oh, no. I thought she was. But instead, she is trapping Alexa Bliss with her legs. But no, Alexa gets out of it, though. Irish whip. Off the ropes goes Vaquer, and down goes Alexa. Leapfrog. And now tight-roping over the back of Stephanie. And if she misses that, dude, that was a bad miss from Alexa. That would have been perfect for her momentum to win this match. But she does not do anything there. But she's looking for something here, looking for a scoop slam, and it connects. Alexa going for a cover. 1. Only a count of 1. Bliss going to the top. And diving drop kick. And now this is the signature Bliss knees right to the midsection. And guys, that hurts. Imagine 2 knees right to your ribs. 2. Kick out. And now look at this. Alexa looking for a finisher, and a Sister Abigail connects. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss is your winner.
Here's your winner, Alexa Bliss.
What a match to kick off this episode of Nitro, and I have a feeling these 2 women are far from being done with one another. But what's next here on the Orange Brand? You know, ever since I became Mr. Money in the Bank, I've been looking for chances to test myself, to prove that I still belong with the best. And Penta, I saw what you did, man. Winning that hardcore title at Fall Brawl, that was a tough match. That was a real win. So how about next? No bad blood, no tricks. Just a friendly match between 2 men with passion. Let's give DC something special to remember. Well, here he is, following his promo backstage moments ago.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso.
We just saw Mr. Money in the Bank, Jimmy Uso, cut a promo backstage moments ago, calling out anybody in that Nitro locker room. So let's see who answered Jimmy Uso's challenge here on Nitro. Oh snap, it's the hardcore champion, it's Penta. Wow, I was not expecting this. Penta, the new hardcore champion, answered Mr. Money in the Bank's challenge here. Man, this match is going to be good.
His opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, the WCW Hardcore Champion, Penta.
Penta made a statement at Fall Brawl when he defeated the former champion Sheamus to gain that title around his waist. But guys, keep in mind, this is a non-title match. But I'm sure if Jimmy Uso wins this, he will have the eyes on cashing in that briefcase eventually. But who's going to get the win? Will it be Penta or will it be Jimmy Uso? All right, here we go. Penta starting this match with a running Hurricane Rana. Now look at this, a huge super kick to Jimmy Uso, and that is why Penta is the hardcore champion, guys. He is so quick on his feet. This is how he defeated Sheamus at Fall Brawl, and if you missed it, make sure to check it out. But now Penta on the second rope looking to jump, and he jumps up to the top, and what a crossbody splash. One. Kick out at one from Jimmy. Penta now taking it a little slow, and a big overhand slap across the face. Followed up by some kicks there. And Penta in the corner now looking for another super kick, and he rocks Jimmy Uso. And now he's getting him up to one knee and another kick to the face. And oh my God, Jimmy Uso's not going to have any consciousness after this match. Penta just working on the leg now, trying to go through every part of Jimmy Uso's anatomy to wear him down. Now these two men just staring at one another. Penta staring at his opponent, saying that he is the man in this match. There is a reason he's hardcore champion. But look at this, gets him to one knee once again. But these two men squared up, and Penta with a nice suplex in the middle of the ring. Nice shot there from Penta. And look at this. What a combo there from the hardcore champion. And the crowd here in Washington, D.C. is loving it. And a nice move there from Penta again. Penta, oh my God, jumping over the top rope, going outside to the floor to attack Jey Uso. And look at this, Penta taking the glove off, throwing it so he has no more glove. Now Jimmy Uso trying to capitalize on something here. And now Jimmy with some strong strikes to the face of Penta. Jimmy Uso shocked the world when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase months ago out of a stacked lineup of competitors. Make sure to watch that if you missed it, because it was a good pay-per-view. But watch this one first. All right, both men going to back in the ring now, following Jimmy's Irish whip. And now look at this, Jimmy Uso with a thrust kick, followed up by a uppercut. And now a super kick from Jimmy, and now this one to the back of the head, going for a cover. Penta's in trouble. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from the hardcore champion. Jimmy Uso looking for an Uso splash. Connects. Uso splash to Penta. This is not good. The cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. What a match. This could definitely be a future match for the Hardcore Championship. We'll have to see what happens, though. And the crowd chanting here in DC, "We are not worthy," in a corkscrew leg maneuver there from Penta. A nice kick there. And I'm sure Penta trying to find a way to put Jimmy away. Getting him up now once again. And now Penta on the apron, a springboard crossbody. Oh boy, Penta looking for the Penta driver. This is what I was just talking about. Penta driver to Jimmy Uso. The cover. 1. Kick out at 1. Wow. Mr. Money in the Bank. Jimmy Uso showing incredible resilience right now. Now look at this, sling blade connects. Now going off the ropes, and a nice little maneuver there. Penta, second rope. Oh, a second rope frog splash into another pin attempt. 2. Kick out at 2 from Jimmy Uso. Penta can't believe it. Good counter there from Jimmy. And now a kick to the inside of the thigh. Oh my God, and here comes the deadly kicks of Jimmy Uso. Penta gets Irish whipped, and look at this spear from Big Jim into a cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. What a match here in the second match of the night. And another cover from Jimmy. 1, kick out at 1. What does Jimmy Uso have to do to put away Penta right now? Getting the crowd engaged, getting them on their feet in the nation's capital, and Jimmy possibly looking for a second Uso splash. Oh, he goes for a headbutt this time, and it connects. And now look, some stomps to the face into the mask from Jimmy. And now both men outside on the floor, but Jimmy comes back in. And the count begins. They're at a count of 1. And now Jimmy. Oh, I thought he was going to go jump up top. But he goes outside the ring. Penta with the counter. And oh my God, what a super kick to the throat. Will that be it for a count-out victory? I don't know, but look at this, Jimmy Uso. Springboard to the outside. And what a match, like I keep saying. This is exceeding expectations. Or is it, though? Because both men are great in their own right. Mr. Money in the Bank and Hardcore Champion going at it. In a non-title match here on Nitro. The cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Penta. Good stomp there. And now look at this. Jimmy Uso with a nice little maneuver there. And maybe looking for another Uso splash again. Jimmy Uso splash for the second time to the Hardcore Champion. Is that it for Penta? 1, 2, 3. Mr. Money in the Bank wins.
Here is your winner, Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso knocks off the Hardcore Champion here in this episode of Nitro. And I guarantee you, Jimmy has his eyes on cashing in that briefcase on Penta. But what's next here on the episode? Tonight's a big night. Next up, Ava makes her return back to this WCW Nitro ring. She's been putting in the work, earning her spot back on the card. And trust me, if she pulls this one off, it's going to be the biggest upset in Nitro history. So with that being said, I'm proud of her, and I know DC's ready to see it. And lastly, one more thing. Next week, the Tribal Chief returns back to the ring. I'll see you then. Acknowledge me.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida.
All right, guys. Coming out next is Roman Reigns' cousin, Ava. We just saw Roman Reigns backstage saying Ava will be back in action. And we haven't really seen much of her since she made her debut. But here she is. And you guys can see the graphic. It is confirmed. Ava Raine taking on Tiffany Stratton here on this third match of Nitro. We'll see if she can shock the world by upsetting Tiffy time. But you guys know who's coming out. Let's see Tiffany Stratton now.
And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
And there is Tiffany Stratton getting booed like crazy here in the nation's capital. But who's going to get the win? Will it be Tiffy time or will it be Ava Raine? All right, the bell has been rung in. Oh my God, Ava Raine firing on all cylinders to start this matchup. And now stomping on the hand. Great technique there from Ava. Turning Tiffy around, playing some mind games, it looks like, possibly. And now off the ropes. And a leg drop connects. Another stomp there from Ava, followed up by another one. She's loving those stomps in her offense, I'll tell you that much. Look at this, Ava off the ropes. Nice maneuver there to Tiffany Stratton. And what an upset it would be if Ava got the win here. To be honest, we have seen bigger upsets. Just remember last week, Tatum Paxley of the Judgment Day defeated Jordan Grace in singles action. That was nuts. I still cannot believe that happened. But going back to this match, will we see what is Ava is? I don't even know. I guess taunting. That was interesting. But look at Tiffany going to town right now, but Ava Raine capitalizing and not letting Tiffany gain like any offense. Irish whip almost to the barricade. Ava watching on as Tiffany Stratton is slow to get up. Count of 6. And now look at this. A beautiful combo there from one member of the women's roster that we did not see debuting this season. Kick out at 1 from Tiffy. And now Ava running around in a big boot right to the face. And now getting the crowd on her feet. Ava's pumped up. Taking her to the ropes now. Looking for something here. Oh boy. Oh God. What is this? Tiffy gets thrown outside the ring again. Ava off the ropes. And oh my God. Ava Raine going up top and going on top of Tiffany Stratton with a leap of faith. And now look. Submission applied on the outside. You cannot make her tap out here, but you can inflict pain, that's for sure. Irish whip right into the LED ring post. Oh my God, this match has been all Ava Raine. We could possibly see 2 of the biggest upsets of the year in back-to-back weeks. I guess that's Ava's taunt. I'm guessing she's taunting in the corner. That's why she keeps doing that. But a count of 7, possibly a count-out victory here. Count of 8 now. Tiffany running in right before the 10 count, basically. And now Raine face first into the turnbuckle. Oh, Tiffy finally counters. And Tiffany Stratton finally landing some offense. Looking for a powerbomb or something right now. Instead, she's taking her to the opposite corner and dropping Ava right on her face on that turnbuckle pad. And now choking her out. Tiffany, you gotta relax. You can't be doing this. Well, clearly she can because the ref was not breaking it up. And now face first into the mat goes Ava. Tiffany Stratton telling Ava Raine to bring it on. Big shot there and another one. Followed up by a beautiful combo there. Stomp to the arm. And look at this. Stratton to the top rope. Diving crossbody. Great ring awareness there from Ava to roll outside to the ring. But look at this. Stratton running all the way around. Meeting her in her respective spot outside the ring. And this match has drastically shifted. It was all Ava at the beginning, and now it is all Tiffany Stratton. Count of 4, and I'm honestly surprised we have not seen Tiffany Stratton hold the WCW Women's Championship this season, because she is definitely worthy. And now the cover. Kick out at 1. Tiffany now going to the top rope once again. Looking for something here. Tiffany looking for a swanton, but it gets countered. Ava Raine getting out of the way at the perfect time and the perfect moment. And now this match has shifted gears once again. It is now in the driver's seat of Ava Raine. Ava now thinking what she can do next to put away Tiffy time. Another stomp there, and maybe a submission here. Ava with the submission, applied tight. We saw this outside the ring, and who is gonna get the best of this? It looks like Tiffy is. She gets out of it, but she is still hurting. But look at this, Ava to the top rope, telling Tiffy to get up. Ava off the top. Oh, counter from Stratton. Tiffany to the second rope, drop kick to the face. And now it is back in the seat of Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany, that was a huge move there. Face first off the turnbuckle once again went Ava Raine, and now she is bleeding. I think it's her forehead. I'm trying to get a close up if I can. But this match is going so fast I can't keep up. And, oh, Tiffy finally gets a shot there. What's she looking for now? I'm not sure. And, oh boy, this might be the corkscrew off the middle rope. And it is. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Tiffany Stratton is your winner.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Stratton.
Great win for Tiffany Stratton, defeating Ava Raine when I thought Ava had a chance of winning. But what's our next segment here on this episode of WCW Nitro? Randy Orton slithered back last week like nothing's changed. And Damian Priest still strutting around like he runs the place after joining our brand. Well, I've had enough of both of you. So tonight, up next, right here in DC, I'm calling you guys out. Orton, Priest, tag match, main event. Me and a partner of my choosing. Let's see who's really dangerous when that bell rings. Spoiler alert, it's me. It is finally main event time, and here comes Randy Orton following being called out by Jon Moxley backstage moments ago.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Just last Monday, Randy Orton made his return back to WCW Nitro after being absent for quite some time, where he took on Damian Priest in one-on-one singles action. And that was a great match. Both men showed incredible respect to one another following it with a handshake. But now they team up to take on Jon Moxley and a partner of Moxley's choosing in tag team action. I don't know who's going to get the win here, because Jon Moxley is known as the purveyor of violence for a reason, but Randy Orton and Damian Priest could possibly be a good tag team. And there is Damian Priest now. Looking good, I would say.
Partner from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
It is still surreal to see Damian Priest on the orange brand this season, because if you did not know, Damian Priest actually got drafted to Friday Night SmackDown Live, but then he was upset with his stance there and lost his match against Drew McIntyre, and now he is here on the orange brand, where he was more successful in previous seasons. For example, 2K24, where he was a one-time tag team champion and a one-time WCW champion. But let's see if that continues on, and let's see if the success continues for Mr. Priest. But let's see the purveyor of violence, Jon Moxley, now.
And from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225
And here comes Jon Moxley. This man made his debut, or I guess his return, you would say, back to Universe mode at Money in the Bank after being absent all the way since 2K22, where he has competed in world title matches against the names of Brock Lesnar and more. But let's see who his tag team partner is here against Randy Orton and Damian Priest. And who is it? Oh boy, it is a man that knows Damian Priest quite well. It is the leader of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, alongside Tatum Paxley.
And accompanied by Tatum Paxley, representing the Judgment Day. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
This would be huge for Finn Balor if he can get the win here with Jon Moxley to knock off his former one half of a tag team champion. Like I mentioned, Damian Priest was tag team champions before, and that was last season with Finn Balor. So we'll see what happens, and it's kind of funny. It's full circle because the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough, are now tag team champions in the present. But who will get the win? All right, here we go. Jon Moxley starting it off with Randy Orton. And Moxley, look at this, trying to pull a quick one on Randy, and that is only a 1 count following that roll up. Moxley with a chop, and now Randy with a counter. Big shot to the face, now going from the back, and now a shot to the spine. And Randy Orton with the drop kick now connects. Early cover from Orton. 1. Kick out at 1.9. Oh, the ref said it was 2. I guess it was 2. And a lariat there from Mox. All 4 of these men involved in this tag team match are in the main event scene. If you did not know, they are all trying to find a spot in that division, eventually to compete for the WCW Championship. So we'll see what happens. But I guarantee you, whoever gets the win here will definitely boost themselves up in the rankings. But now Finn Balor, the legal man, going after Randy. I can't wait till we see Finn Balor and Damian Priest go at it in the same ring once again against each other. They were involved in a triple threat before, but now they're in a tag team match against one another, and a double shoulder tackle there to Randy Orton. And look at Mox with the big shot there to Randy Orton's skull. Moxley now Irish whipping Randy in the corner. And now look at this, some repeated lariats in the corner. And here comes a big one in the middle of the ring. Moxley looking to jump off the top rope, and here comes Damian Priest. Moxley second guessing that. And now Damian Priest getting his first shot in this match. And oh, miscommunication there, but Damian Priest unleashing a beautiful combo there. And look at this, right in front of Finn Balor, attacking his former, or his teammates, or how do I want to say this, his opponent's former ally, I guess you would say. But Damian now going to town, and look at this, a running start, and Damian Priest with a boot to the face. And Finn Balor actually playing civil right now. And here comes the tag made, both men tagging their tag team partners in. And it does not seem like Damian Priest wants to get anywhere close near Finn Balor. And speaking of Finn Balor, out of these 4 men, Finn Balor is the most successful one. Finn Balor has been tag team champion before, like I said last season. Finn Balor has been WCW champion before this season. And you could arguably make the claim that Randy Orton is just as successful, because he was a 2-time, I believe, WCW champion last season. And you can make the claim Damian Priest is successful because he has had championships as well. But none compete, because Jon Moxley has still not captured a championship. And look at this. This is the Judgment Day going at it once again, or it was. But Finn Balor had a piece on Damian there. But look at this. Mox trying to look for something. Irish whip and down to an apron, and a spear there from Moxley. And look at this. John Moxley with the sucker punch there. And now a dropkick. The count, and here comes Damian. And Moxley just staring him down. But Damian Priest was the first one to capitalize. And look at this maneuver. Oh my God, right to the back of the head. Nice stomp there, and look at this. Damian Priest possibly looking for a South of Heaven chokeslam. And look at this. He might have it. And he connects the cover from Priest. 1. And it gets broken up by Balor at a count of uno. And a nice kick to the back from Priest. You guys can see Tatum Paxley watching on. The woman that I mentioned earlier on defeated Jordan Grace in singles action, which was nuts. Irish whip in the corner we go. Mox with the counter. And Damian now trying to do something here. Fireman's carry position. Taking them. And now dropping them on that turnbuckle pad. And here comes Randy once again. Orton getting a running start here. And look at this. It looks like Damian Priest's former allies are consulting here. But Randy looking to jump in. He takes off the what? Randy Orton takes out the ref for some reason. I don't know what that was about. But Randy Orton just hit the ref with a standing diving elbow drop. I don't even know what to say. Mox now with some shots to the face of Orton. There is a chance Randy Orton might get disqualified based on his actions there, but we'll see. And these two still consulting some sort of a plan on the outside. You guys can see, I don't know what they're thinking, but they are obviously thinking something. And Randy, they're finally done with their conversation because Finn comes back up. And oh boy, this is vintage Orton possibly. Orton looking for the apron DDT. Orton connects vintage Orton. And we are possibly towards the end of this matchup. If Randy Orton goes for this maneuver, the 3 most dangerous letters in all pro wrestling. Nope, counter. And oh my God, what a knee to the face. Jimmy now dragging Orton closer to the middle of the ring. And looking for something here. And oh my God, what a discus lariat. The cover. 1. Kick out at 1. Another cover. Moxley this time using the ropes to his advantage to see if that plays another factor. But it doesn't. Same outcome. And Moxley looking for a paradigm shift. And he connects the paradigm shift. Connected. And he is not done. Irish whip into his team's corner. And oh boy, Finn Balor might get a tag here. And he does. Balor off the top rope. Moxley with a little assist in a shoulder tackle. And now Finn choking out the Apex Predator. And here comes another cover from the team of Mox and Finn. And a 2 count, near fall here in the nation's capital. And what a main event this has been. Finn now, look at this. Oh, nice elbow there. The cover. Damian there to break it up at a count of 1. Finn now with some nice little elbows there, and now a chop knocking down Orton. Finn trying to think what to do next here in this tag team main event. And oh my God, taking them down. And a coup. Was that a coup de grace? I don't know if he connected all of it, but he damn sure connected some of it. And a count of 2 there, near fall. And you guys could hear the crowd chanting tag team wrestling. They are loving this matchup. And now back outside the ring we go. And Finn Balor trying to pick up Randy Orton, but he can't. Finn Balor is a weak boy. And now, off the apron. He goes right in front of Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley trying to get involved possibly here. Watching on. Count of 5. Count of 6. Now we might have a count out victory here for the good guys. Eight. Oh boy. And now look at this. Oh boy, this might break the count actually. And now, Finn gets in, but oh my God, Moxley dies. And look at this. Tatum Paxley trying to throw Randy in the ring, but Moxley is in the way. Finally, she does. And here comes a stunner from Balor. And both men are in the ring with one another. One-on-one, just like a normal match. And who's going to get the best of this? Orton. Look at this. That's another vintage Orton maneuver there. And oh boy, Orton is now trying to break every limb and every bone in the body of the Prince. And now a cover. 1, 2. And oh God, look at this. Paxley yelling at Orton from the outside. Interesting. They're yelling about something. Maybe this is the distraction that Finn Balor needs. And it might be because look at this. Balor plants down Orton. Now misses the elbow. And now a nice little clothesline. And here comes Finn Balor's former ally, Damian Priest. And a nice running elbow. And look at the strength of this man. This is why Damian Priest was considered the powerhouse of the Judgment Day. It's because of moves like this. And Priest looking for another South of Heaven. And he connects with the choke slam. And that might be it for this main event. 2. Kick out at 2 from Balor. Balor knows Priest well, Ace Army, I'm telling you. And now look at this. Enziguri from Finn. And now look at this. Pushing the boot right into the rib cage. Well, I guess you could say the shoe, because he's not wearing boots. And Balor looking for a springboard here. What's he thinking? Springboard drop kick. Perfect. And now, unleashing some shots. And a rollover DDT. Spiking the head of Damian Priest onto the mat. And busting him open. But Finn looking for a coup de grace. And he connects the coup de grace. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Randy Orton was trying to come in to save him. But he had faith because Damian Priest kicked out. Now you guys can see Mox just watching on as this match happens. Nice elbow there from Finn. Good shot there. And here comes another elbow to the upper chest. Balor possibly looking for a third coup de grace. The third coup de grace. The hat trick complete here in the home of the Washington Capitals. 2. Kick out at 2. And how is Damian Priest still alive? And how does he still have air in his lungs to kick out of a third coup de grace? Balor now working on the neck. And you guys can see how bloody Damian is. Look at that. That is anger on the eyes of Finn Balor to make him bleed that much. And a sling blade connects. And now, oh my God, Finn Balor got caught celebrating. Counter from Orton. And Orton, RKO out of nowhere from the Viper and the cover. Orton trying to put him away. 2. Kick out at 2 from Finn. And now Orton actually looking for another RKO. What is Jon Moxley doing? He's just watching this happen. He's witnessing his teammate get murdered. 2, 3. Randy Orton gets the win for his team.
Here are your winners, the team of Randy Orton and Damian Priest.
Well, the unlikely duo of Priest and Orton get the win here in tag team action, but I'll see you guys Friday for another episode of Universe Mode.